Hello and welcome to the first episode of Berkshire News Now. I'm your host, Samantha Kniskern. Today, we begin with the Relay for Life. The annual event was just a few weeks ago, and BNN was there to capture the action and meet some of the local cancer survivors. The annual Relay for Life of the Northern Berkshires took place a few weeks ago on Friday, May 19th. The Relay, the signature fundraising event for the American Cancer Society, was accompanied by games, live music, food, and other activities. Jocelyn McArdle, the community manager for the Northern Berkshire Relay for Life, touched upon all of the hard work that goes into hosting the event.
It's a community-based event that is staff-supported and run completely by the volunteers in the Northern Berkshire area. So the volunteers that are here today have been working on this event tirelessly for an entire year.
Sharon DeMeyer Nemser, captain of the Northern Berkshire's Soul Sisters and Brothers, spoke about the dedication her team has to fundraising for Relay for Life.
So we're a relay team that's been together for about 2.5 years, a little over 2.5 years. We do fundraising year-round. Our theory is cancer doesn't stop, so neither do we.
Bim Burns shared an emotional experience she had at a previous relay.
You know, to me it's real important, and I did my first one 5 years ago, and it was during the survivor's lap. For the first time I cried. And I was crying not only for myself and the fact that I'm still alive after all these years, but for all those patients that I knew and loved so well that never made it out of the hospital.
McArdle mentioned some of the groups and services that benefit from the funds raised at Relay for Life.
So the money that we raise at Relay for Life events help to go support our programs and services. Our programs like Look Good, Feel Better that help women apply makeup when they're going through chemo. A program called Road to Recovery, so you could get a ride to treatment if you don't have a ride. Reach to Recovery, which partners you with a cancer survivor. It could be across the country, but they have like a similar diagnosis than you. They try to buddy you up so they can talk to you about like what you're about to go through.
Nemser went on to talk about some of the organizations that Soul Sisters and Brothers bring in to the event.
Soul Sisters and Brothers plays an integral part in this. I reach out to many local businesses, and they put on this fantastic meal, and this wonderful troop of Girl Scouts are here helping serve it from Adams.
Trevor Bayless explained how his own experience with cancer shaped his career as a doctor.
You know, it's not something I think about necessarily on a daily basis going into a room with a patient, but it's in the back of my mind. It's there even subconsciously. When I go in to have a difficult conversation, I'm always thinking about those moments when I heard those words, and how can I do it in the right way.
Paul Rosenthal explained how with new technology, cancer treatment is more effective and pain-free than ever.
We have over the years developed more targeted therapies that identify features of the cancer cell that are susceptible to being killed by certain chemicals. But now we've found a way to unleash the immune system on the cancer cells. Normally our cancer cells escape detection because they have a way to trick the immune system into thinking there's nothing wrong. Now we've unlocked that secret. We've taken away their disguise and their cloak. They're available to be killed by our own immune system. So it won't make you sick, these new treatments. They don't make your hair fall out. They're not hard to do. They work pretty well, and they work for almost all cancers.
Bonnie Spencer, who also attended the relay, talked about the positivity and hope that the fundraiser brings.
It shows that there's people out in the community that have survived and can survive, and maybe gives a little bit of hope to people that are doing it now, facing it right now. And so I think it's important that we do this, and certainly the money that's raised is for a very good cause, and most of it stays in the area.
If you would like to donate to or join the Relay for Life or Soul Sisters and Brothers team, visit relay.acsevents.org. On May 28th, Mass MoCA opened the highly anticipated Building 6. I was able to attend the event and see what all the buzz is about. May 28th, Mass MoCA opened B6, the Robert W. Wilson Building, which stretches across 130,000 square feet of the Mill Building Museum. Some of the featured artists include Louise Bourgeois, James Turrell, Jenny Holzer, and Laurie Anderson, among others. Performances by the Brooklyn United Marching Band set a tone of excitement and fun for the crowd made of hundreds. North Adams Mayor Richard Alcombright attended the grand opening and gave a speech where he spoke about how the city has grown from where it once was offering an anecdote about growing up in North Adams in a very different time.
Growing up in North Adams in the 50s and 60s as I did, when someone talked about art, it very possibly was some guy that they knew. Very true.
Former Massachusetts Governor Jane Swift was also at the event. Swift stressed the importance and uniqueness that a city like North Adams has.
Well, thank you very much. I am thrilled to be here today with so many of my former colleagues and so many of my friends and neighbors from North Adams. The city of North Adams is a very special place.
Director of Mass MoCA, Joseph C. Thompson, wrapped up the speeches with a short one of his own, where he announced that the building was officially open.
So I'm Joe from Mass MoCA. One of my jobs was actually to get the ribbon to cut, and I forgot to do it. But that's no problem at all here. I'm going to take a cue from Saul LeWitt, the great conceptual artist, and just simply announce that in your head right now there's a huge, beautiful ribbon going across. It's the color you want it to be.
Mass MoCA's summer schedule begins June 26th with hours Sunday through Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Thursday to Saturday from 10 to 7 p.m. For more information, visit massmoca.org. On Thursday the 1st, local 8th graders came to the MCLA campus for the annual 8th grade career fair in Bowman Hall. Students took part in different workshops, all aimed to help them learn about different jobs so they can make informed decisions about high school courses as well as higher education and careers. On Friday, June 2nd, the seniors of Hoosac Valley High School made their way down the gymnasium for what may be their final time. This year's graduating class was the smallest in the school's history, with just 63 students. The graduation was filled with heartfelt speeches as well as performances by the school's band. And just the next day, BART Public Charter School held their graduation. A short but emotional video filled with memories and moments of the students' final years together played just before the graduating seniors walked the stage for the very last time. Congratulations to the Hoosac Valley and BART Charter School classes of 2017. Last Thursday afternoon, North Adams Mayor Richard Alcombright announced that he would not be running for a fifth term. At a press conference in his City Hall office, Alcombright said it was time for new leadership. The city of North Adams has only known 2 mayors in the past 34 years, Alcombright and John Barrett. Now the citizens of North Adams will have to decide upon a new mayor, and city native Tom Bernard announced that he would be in the running. To learn more about Tom, you can visit bernardformayor.com. Berkshire Orthopedic Associates will hold a meet and greet event for the North Adams community to allow the public to talk to specialists about orthopedic care. The event will take place Tuesday, June 13th from 6 to 8 p.m. in Mass MoCA. The event is free, but registration is recommended. To register, you can call 413-447-2060 or visit berkshirehealthsystems.org. Barbara Malkus, the superintendent of North Adams, will be honored by the Massachusetts Breast Cancer Coalition on June 17th. Malkus is being honored for her advocacy for breast cancer prevention and education. Every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m., you can join the North Adams Public Library for preschool story time. Children will have the chance to listen to stories as well as complete crafts. The event is for children aged 3 to 6, but if your child toddler story time every Tuesday at the same time. Toddler story time is held for children ages birth to 3 years old. The Adams Cheshire School Committee voted in March to keep C.T. Plunkett Elementary School in Adams open and to close the pre-kindergarten to grade 5 school in Cheshire in order to save costs. Since then, a petition by Cheshire residents garnered enough support to force a vote amending the Regional School District Agreement to allow Cheshire to increase its allocation to fund the school without causing an increase in Adams. BNN will continue to follow this ongoing story as it develops. The Adams Planning Board discussed the possibility of locking marijuana dispensaries out of the downtown, but Town Administrator Tony Mazzucco is advocating for less restrictive bylaws in order to bring more vibrancy to the town's often empty streets. Without a bylaw in place, the town automatically follows the Massachusetts law that prohibits dispensaries from being within 500 feet of anywhere that children regularly congregate. Mazzucco says that because Adams is so dense, it would be difficult to find a place for a dispensary in downtown, and instead recommends a 100-foot mandate rather than 500. The North Adams Redevelopment Authority voted unanimously to expand the boundaries of the Urban Renewal Plan by at least a third, as well as extending its lifespan for another 4 years. The amendment must also be approved by the City Council, Planning Board, and State, and the expansion would not affect the potential sales agreement with the Contemporary Architecture Museum, and the Dream Model Railroad to buy either Heritage Park or the historic district boundaries. The original plan was developed in 1981 in order to preserve historical buildings and to encourage development in the former rail yard to bring tourists in and stimulate the economy. That's all for this week. You can stay in the loop with BNN by following our Twitter and Facebook pages. If you have any story ideas, email bnn.nbctc@gmail.com. BNN is an internship funded by an MCLA scholarship of the Ellen J. Bernstein Gadsby Fund. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.